Hi, I wanted to talk to you about the upcoming brawl titled Toe. It's going to be a disaster. I'm going to tell you why, and what can be done to prevent it. First, let's talk about the weapon the brawl is named after. The clarinet is the hardest weapon to use in the game. Because you fly the missile very close to the ground, you can hardly see anything. It may not seem like a big deal if you have a lot of open space in front of you, but it rarely is like that. Any obstacle between you and the target complicates the matter exponentially, starting with the one you should be hiding behind before firing. That's why a motivated clarinet pilot will rely on detector data, the minimap, as well as the maximap for finding and selecting targets, and planning their movements. You have to be constantly aware not only of your immediate surroundings, but plan in advance where you want to go, where the enemies and allies are, and where you soon expect them to be. As a side benefit, you get a complete overview of the battlefield, which you have to piece together from clues you don't see directly most of the time. That's a lot of tactical information to process. Which is why the learning curve is very steep. Also, most don't realize this weapon is a scalpel, not a hammer. If you try to use it like a hammer, you will fail. For these reasons, the clarinet tank the developers have prepared for this brawl will feel like being locked up in a gulag. Everyone camping, being forced to use a completely unfamiliar weapon. Slow. Tedious. Totally unfun. I have a much better suggestion, a boosted clarinet car, which is currently the best way to use this weapon. While piloting a clarinet missile may seem like using a torpedo, this whole car is a submarine purpose-built around the weapon for maximum effectiveness. Its key components don't seem like much on their own, but together, they make for a devastating combination. The cockpit cabin buffs the weapon's damage. The boosters allow you to quickly sneak up into an optimal firing position, or run away from any danger. The wall of metal teeth in the front is a theoretical 10,000 passive melee damage in one hit, making this car both a scalpel and a hammer. And the buggy wheels reduce the cabin's perks threshold to a mere 45 kilometers an hour, which makes activating the bonus much easier in any situation. So, as you can see, this submarine is on some crazy steroids. Does this sound like fun? There's still time to let the developers know there is a better alternative. These brawls seem like they're intended to promote exotic weapons, in addition to buying them more time to work on the upcoming season. The clarinet tank will only leave you upset, exhausted and disappointed. Gulag. Hunger. Siberian winter. A boosted clarinet car is the very opposite. It stands for freedom, blue jeans and rock and roll. Do you choose to be sad or happy? Sad. Happy. Happy, happy, happy. The car I'm giving you for this brawl was made for the arena brawl earlier this year. You can find it on the exhibition under the name Firelash. It's a smaller, yet fully capable version of my daily driving car, the Firewhip, whose latest iteration is posted on the exhibition as Firewhip Secrets. These cars are the result of my nearly 2 years of experience with boosted clarinet cars. Before that, I used the clarinet as my main PvP weapon for 1.5 years. That's well over 3 years of regular clarinet-focused gameplay, which never gets old due to how unpredictable battles are when using this weapon. And the boosted car takes that to a whole nother level. I know how fun the clarinet can be with the right vehicle. I want you to have fun. Choose fun, choose happy. By the way, set your minimap size to large and the scale to 1, so you can make the most of the Doppler in the Firelash if it makes it into the brawl. The tank has a Maxwell, which will benefit from these settings too. They should be default for new accounts, but that would require developers who actually play the game and know how important it is to see all possible radar data. To help new players develop the healthy habit of using the minimap, a radio and a radar. Choose what's best for you, smile, and be happy.